CARE Jeunesse is a project I've been working on really for the better part of the last decade, but we only registered officially as an organization in 2015. CARE Jeunesse was designed for youth from CARE by alumni of CARE, and what we do is that we take youth and we give them a voice and we give them support, and then we collectively advocate for change. Some people are going to come to us because they need support and they don't have any that fits their profile right now. But for other people, they're going to come to us because they don't want what happened to them to happen to other children. And so there is a place for people that need support, and there's also a place for people that want to support others, and there's a place for people that want to collectively make change. Like the difficulty in getting removed from your house, it's a very difficult experience, but does it have to be with a trash bag, as an example? And so one of the things that's very frustrating for youth as they're getting ripped out of their house is that like a social worker will come to their house and they'll give them a couple of trash bags, tell them to fill up their stuff into the trash bags, and that's how they transport their things. Well, CARE Jeunesse doesn't want that to happen, and so one of the projects that CARE Jeunesse has developed is really trying to help youth so that we give youth that are entering into the system and youth that are leaving the system as much as possible suitcases.
So, I mean, already when you join, you get a bag, and most people are like, you get a bag? What does that mean? Well, if you grow up in the system, you know that you don't have a bag when you move from place to place. It's like garbage bag to garbage bag. So, like, you get a bag, it's like, oh, you actually feel like, okay, I can take my clothes in something other than a garbage bag, you know? It's like a step above than what you have. So it's a little security that you don't have that you did have before. CARE Jeunesse is just like people that have been there and trying to help you see that there's other things that you can do rather than downward spiraling into nothingness.
Yeah.
So it's like the extra shoulder that you didn't have that you can lean on.
Émotionnellement, c'est vu qu'aussi que c'est les personnes à qui qu'on parle, on les comprend parce qu'on l'a vécu aussi, on était à leur place. Émotionnellement, comment ça va être? C'est sûr que tu vas avoir des hauts et des bas, mais il faut vraiment émotionnellement avoir des ressources. Le CARE Jeunesse est là pour ça aussi.
The emotional support that you needed, that you didn't have once you aged out. The youth that are aging out are aware that there is an organization that's there for them, to help them and guide them if they need, that they didn't have, or that most of us didn't know about or had when we were aging out. Like some people, is like they're tossed out and like, okay, where do I turn to get help? Is there help for me? What can I do? With CARE Jeunesse, at least you know they can help you through that.
Direct support from someone who understands the experience of having had aged out of care. And so it provides a bit of mentorship. And so if you're looking for where can you find housing, if you find yourself disrupted in the services and what you're being provided, you might get access to services through us. And we don't actually provide those services directly, but we might be able to provide you with a referral to what you need.
Be that first step that people need once they get out. It's just basically taking over as to, well, this is what you guys need. If you didn't get the education on how to become an independent person, this is what you need. This is what you have to do. If you need help, we got a mentor for you. If you need this resource, or we can show you and guide you as to what you need to go and where you need to be. So.
CARE Jeunesse, en fait, comme je dis, c'est pour l'autonomie. C'est permettre aux jeunes de se diriger, d'être autonomes vers la vie sociale, à la vie adulte, leur support émotionnellement et physiquement. Ils peuvent les mettre à leur place, aller les voir, les diriger pour les appartements, des ressources, comment économiser leur argent, comment chercher un travail aussi. C'est parce que aussi c'est à 15-16 ans, c'est là qu'il faut que tu commences à chercher un travail, faire leur CV, oui.
And then the other reason is because that together we're stronger. And so we're stronger in that we provide each other support, but we're also stronger because when we collectively organize, politicians have to listen to us, the government has to listen to us, youth protection has to listen to us. And so we've been fighting and meeting with people in upper level administration of youth protection to try to solidify the services that are being provided since the mergers.
If you've been moved around and that, like, you're not really paying attention, people, like when you've been at certain places and you've developed a lien or a relationship with people, it's like it gets hard because it's like you spent part of your life there. Now it's like you gotta go.
Yeah.
So it's like, well, you gotta grow up, you gotta grow, and you're out on your own. A lot of people, they are not able to handle that, or they weren't led step by step as to what they need to get done to be able to take that step. So
Some people don't have parents, and then some people have parents that are maybe not able to provide them with emotional or financial support. And so it's like, how do you navigate having a dysfunctional family? Or, you know, even when you're 19 and 20 and you meet people, they often want to know what your parents do, what side of town you're from, like really normal conversations. And you have to decide as an alumni of CARE, are you going to lie to make it more palatable for other people? Or are you going to tell the truth and make everybody uncomfortable? And the nice thing about CARE Jeunesse is that nobody is going to judge you, regardless of what you've been doing. Whether you've been in sex work or whether you're working on your PhD, we don't care. We want to see everybody where they're at, and we know there's a variety of experiences, there's a variety of abilities, there's a variety of sexualities, and there's a variety of ethnicities, and everybody is welcome. Everybody's treated as an equal. Nobody's judged. We really need more people, because the more people we have, the more power that we have, because the larger our organization, the more diverse our representation, the better that the government is going to listen to us, the more that we're going to be able to help other youth, the larger the organization is going to grow. And so I would really just encourage other young people, if this at all appeals to them, to come out to some of our events, see what it is that we do. Email us if they have a question about a resource that they might need, that we can probably help connect them to. And from that, we'll grow.
C'est important parce que la vie à l'extérieur est très, je le dis souvent, là, est très difficile. Alors, si on peut avoir des opportunités comme ça, pourquoi pas? Au moins, c'est d'essayer d'y participer pour voir. Ou si vous n'aimez pas ça, ben, c'est peut-être de partir. Mais je sais que c'est quelque chose dès que t'embarques, vous allez voir que c'est très bien parce que vous pouvez sortir avec un bon bagage, avec un bon support pour la vie sociale, la vie adulte.
We also really need board members. So in the next year, we're going to be like putting a call out for board of directors. And so young people who've been in CARE that are maybe a little bit more stable, because the board completely controls the organization, and they have to be a very solid base. So if you're at a point where you're starting to work, you're finishing your school, you want to have something interesting on your CV, but you can really make it reliably to meetings, think about applying to join our board.
CARE Jeunesse needs you.
Follow us on Facebook, like and share our posts.
Commentez notre page Facebook et n'hésitez pas à appuyer sur j'aime.
CARE Jeunesse a besoin de toi, alors suis-nous sur Facebook.
CARE Jeunesse!
Good.
There we go. Yeah.